These Palestinian women share a single harrowing experience. They were forced out of their homes at gunpoint by the Israeli military. A year later, these women are still banned from returning to Nur Shams refugee camp. 51-year-old Imtiaz Shhadeh is one of them.
If we had known we wouldn't be allowed to return, no one would have left their homes, no matter how much violence or torture they used against us, because the conditions we're living through in displacement are extremely difficult.
In January 2025, Israel launched a sweeping assault on refugee camps in Jenin and Tulkarem. It triggered the largest mass expulsion of Palestinians since 1967. Within weeks, more than 40,000 people were forced onto the streets. 1 year on, many are still displaced, crowded into relatives' homes, mosques, schools, or makeshift shelters.
Our biggest hope was to return to our original lands from which we were expelled in 1948. Now our biggest hope is to return to the lands they expelled us to. We used to hear our parents talk about their expulsion. Now we are living through the same catastrophe.
Israeli forces also carried out widespread home demolitions inside the camps, leaving many families with nothing to return to. From here, the Mediterranean coast is just a half an hour's drive away. That's where many of these families were forcibly expelled from in 1948. Today, almost 8 decades later, they've been forced out again from refugee camps like the one behind me, making the prospect of return more distant than ever. In Jenin, local officials say the outcome is deliberate.
This is a humanitarian and political crisis. The most thing these families are worried about is losing the political position they have maintained for over 70 years. If the United Nations Refugee Agency is forced to let go of them, their political fate and their right of return to their original homes will be left in limbo.
Over the past year, Israeli forces have carried out at least 2,300 arrests in Jenin and Tulkarem, according to local officials. Thousands of houses have been destroyed, along with basic infrastructure worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Israel says the operation was meant to last a year. Now, as that deadline passes, the question remains, has temporary become permanent? For tens of thousands of Palestinians, displacement is still their daily reality, with no clear path back home. Zena Tahhan, TRT World, the northern occupied West Bank.